Oh, I wish Australia had pumpkin patches because I would so wear this there, but we don't because it's actually spring. Hello everybody, I'm Miss MonMon. Welcome to my channel. Today we will be doing a bit of a DIY customization on some berets to make them more Halloween or autumn themed. Now I love me a good beret. I wear them all year round. They're a really fun and cute accessory to just sort of hide a bad hair day or to add a little bit more color. In today's tutorial, I will be sharing 3 different beret looks, and each one is completely customizable depending on what colors you want your berets to be. There are no limitations, so please don't feel like you have to make the exact replica of mine. So these are the berets we'll be going to make. We have a spiderweb beret, a pumpkin-shaped beret, and a needle-felted pumpkin beret. The main question that I get asked is, but where do I get my berets from? I have a seller on eBay who I have been shopping with for quite a while. They are based in Poland and they just have the best berets for the best quality price that I have found over my many years of shopping. They are really thick and luxurious. When you hold them up to the sun, you don't have a lot of light coming through them, so they're really tightly woven. And I find that with DIYing them and customizing them, they hold whatever things I'm trying to adhere to them really well. I have a link to their shop on my blog, which you can find in the description box below. I also have a second option, which is based in China, which is a little bit cheaper, but I find that the wool isn't as tightly woven, there's a lot more light coming in, and they don't work as well. They don't look as luxurious and beautiful as the first seller, but I will have them up just in case one fits your budget a little bit more. So let's start with the first beret, which is this super cute spiderweb design. This is the simplest one. All you need is your beret in the color choice that you want, a white paint marker, and if you're feeling extra fancy, a spider brooch. I started by cutting off the little nubbin in the middle of my beret, and then using my ruler and my white paint marker, I started by drawing a line down the middle, turning that into a cross, and then adding in a few more lines in between my markings. Now don't worry if the paint marker isn't coming up as rich as you'd like. You will be going over this a few times. When you're happy with your cross, go ahead and draw a spider web pattern, which is basically a swirl which has little dips in it in between each line. Because I like things a little bit more sparkly in my life, I am going to be adding a spider brooch. This is completely optional, and if you have mad embroidery skills, you can always embroider a spider. And that is your first beret done. Super quick, super fun, and easy. The second beret we'll be doing is this pumpkin-shaped beret. So of course, I'm going to be starting with an orange-colored beret. For this one, you will need a sewing machine, as I find it just comes out really clean. The first thing you're going to do is turn your orange beret inside out. Using a marker, this is just a water-soluble one, you're going to draw a pumpkin shape, which is basically just trying to make it look bulbous. When you're happy with your shape, you are going to then sew along the markings you made. Once you're done sewing, flip her right side out and hopefully you've got a bit of a pumpkin shape going. You might need to push out the shape a little bit, so do this if you need to. You could just leave your pumpkin hat there, but I wanted to add little indentations along where the bulbs of the pumpkin are. So I did this by sewing a stitch down the middle, which was quite thick, but it only took me a couple of minutes and I think it's worth it for the overall look. And that is it. That is how I made my pumpkin-shaped beret, which I think is really cute. And for our last beret, which is this design, you will need a basic needle felting kit, which you can buy on eBay. Needle felting was actually my quarantine craft project, and even though I am terrible at it, it does bring me a lot of weird satisfaction to stab something repeatedly. But I thought a super cute pumpkin design would be perfect for subtle Halloween vibes. I decided to go with this dark green beret, which is such a beautiful color. I printed out a few pumpkin references, which I got off clip art, and some pumpkin leaves. I used my chalk to sort of map out where I wanted my pumpkins, and ever so slowly I applied my felt and stabbed away. I am excited to report I only stabbed myself once in this entire project, but it did take me a couple of hours to get it done, which of course I didn't film because I don't really need, I think, 4 hours of needle felting footage. When I was done, she looked like this, which is so cute and adorable. You can do whatever design you like. You can just do pumpkins. If I had better skills, I would love to do maybe a squirrel and some acorns and some autumn leaves. But for now, this is going to just have to do. So those are 3 basic beret stylings for a Halloween autumn vibe. I think I like my needle felted pumpkin one the best. It was actually just a lot of fun and a nice way to spend an evening just watching movies and stabbing something repeatedly. If you would like details on all of these berets, of course you can find them in my blog. But that is all I have time for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining me for another vintage adventure. I am loving spooky season this year and creating all these Halloween themed videos and content for you all. As always, you can find me on my social media. I have all the links down in the description box below. And please feel free to like, comment and subscribe and become a part of my vintage adventures. I will see you guys all next week with another video. But until then, be kind, be true, be you, and have a wonderful week. Bye! And of course, that's when the aeroplane decides to fly over.